So here we are, guys, we've made it. Just on the outskirts of March. It's about 7 in the morning, I reckon. I can't remember. So today is the big day. After a year owning the boat and not having a survey done at the time, we're going to take it into Fox's Marina for blacking and finally our hull survey to see if the boat's in good nick. So we've been travelling up for the past week from Eton Soken. Takes about 40 minutes in the car, guys, so yeah, just to give you an idea of how slow this life is. But we wouldn't change a thing. It's been absolutely amazing. If you watch the past vlogs, we've just tread it like a holiday, really, and it's great to just be able to moor up where the bloody hell you like. And we're a Project Narrowboat, remember, so we don't even have a bathroom. We've hardly got a kitchen, so you can imagine what it's like when you've actually got that all sort of installed properly. Cannot wait, guys, I really cannot. So while Becca is in charge of manning the tiller, bucket of water, there's your shower. There you do it. In it goes. Because obviously we haven't got a shower on the boat at the moment. This is the way to do it. Well, that's the body just about done. Now the head. That's how you wash your hair on a Project Narrowboat. Easy. Ah! Perfect timing for arriving in the centre of March. And it was an exciting moment for me because it was the first time we got noticed from doing our vlogs. The lovely guys from the boat Tickety Boo said hi, but it was overshone by the fact that Cruising the Cut was living on this narrowboat and he had Well-Decked Diaries on there too, so what a ball ache, eh? Cut Crobot a break, guys! My one moment of fame ruined. In fairness, they were all really lovely. Like most people on narrowboats, really. I mean, 99% of people on narrowboats are lovely. That's fact. That's Crobot fact of the year, alright? 99% of people that live on narrowboats are lovely. I should get that printed on a t-shirt, shouldn't I? And this little journey through March is absolutely lovely too, but it's just a little bit long-winded, so we speed it up a little bit and we'll get you into the marina. Because, I mean, that's what we're all here for, isn't it? To see if this boat that's been tainted with the word rust bucket can pass its survey with flying colours. What do you reckon, guys? Because apart from having the whole bottom replated at one point due to the last owner wanting to cancel out ballast, the boat has never had any plating, and it's 30 odd years old, so it's pretty good going, isn't it? So here we are, Fox's Marina in March. We've made it. The first part of the adventure done. We've actually got here in one piece. And we didn't sink either due to all that water coming in from the stern glandle area. So here's a boat that's already out. When this goes in tomorrow morning, ours will be going in straight away after it. Yeah, it's just getting ready to get launched back down there. Righty, so that's it for today. Morning, guys, that was quick. I keep having these little moments in the middle of the night where I don't know where the hell I am, and I start rummaging around and opening things, and then I realise, oh yeah, I'm on the narrowboat. Here we go. So let's get this one lowered down first, or launched as they say. And it was lovely actually. We managed to have a good old chat to a few of the guys that carried out a lot of the work on the Whistling Wombat while we were here. I mean, we learnt plenty of new things. They'd fitted the 12.5mm base plate. I think it was this chap here. They'd added the round windows at the back. They'd put all the hatches on the boat. They'd turned it from a cruiser stern into a semi-trad. They'd increased the size of the gunnels all the way around. I mean, the guy just seemed to have so much money that he wanted to throw at this thing, which is what we like to hear. The proud mother. watching.
I feel a little protected.
It's going to be great to finally see her out the water and see what's going on under there. You a bit nervous? Oh yeah. So I believe the stilts that the boat's going to be sitting on, yes, I'm going to call them stilts for now, are already in the water. By the looks of things, the boat gets pushed over the stilts, which are sat lower in the water. Then the tractor comes in, pulls the stilts up to a position where they're actually touching the boat's hull. Then they winch it up. Can you see the cables on the floor here? And that isn't done by the tractor, that's done by a professional winching device. Me and Bex at this point were actually very surprised. We thought it looked really good. Adds quite a bit of size to it, don't it, once it comes out? And a few guys at the marina also said it hadn't changed much from when it last went in the water. So off to a good start, though we haven't had our professional opinion. So they're just hosing it off, and then we're going to go and take a look. I wanted to get some footage of the hosing it off really, but I've got a feeling we might be in the way and we might get wet. But look, we've got a bit here. That's good enough, innit? I think the idea here now is to get all the crap off it that's collected in the rivers, and also a lot of calcium that's picked up along the way. And this gets it all ready for our special surveyor to come in and do his special readings on it all before they go ahead with the blacking. And remember, this is the surveyor that put us off a previous survey. He'd done about an hour on it and he didn't want to continue because he didn't want to waste our money. So yeah, we're quite fond of using him again. I mean, looking at it, it looked so much better than the survey of the boat that we had out before. It looked really good, I thought, but you still don't know until a professional special surveyor has come and had a look, do you? This has been epoxied in the past, but it has since had the bitumen put over it. But we don't quite know how long ago. And for obvious reasons, with all the rust that we found on it, you know, it's quite scary to find out what the hull of this boat's actually like. I mean, if I was left to make up the professional opinion, I'd go, yeah, that looks fine, throw her back in. You've got her out too early. There were some legs poking out under the boat. It was our special surveyor coming to do our special survey. It's quite a tense moment, actually. You could be better off walking away and letting them do the work instead of sort of seeing them poke around at it. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
A moment of panic.
No.
So we were going to shoot a vlog about these holes a few months back, guys. Where the boat sits quite a lot lower in the water since it's had the base plate put on, the draining holes on the inside of the boat sit too low to the water. Rebecca wanted me to climb down into the water tank to get scraping in there, and I was a bit nervous because I thought I want to make sure I don't go through.
Yeah, you need a sledgehammer there.
Oh, we're safe, are we, climbing down there? So we've had the all clear with the thickness of the hull from the surveyor, because if you remember I was a bit scared of climbing down into the water tank because of it. So these are the readings for the sides of our boat, which are the more important parts. They need to be above 4, I believe, and they're all sort of 5.6, 5.9, so all good at the moment. It's not really about the bottom, it's about the sides. I mean, they're the ones that are always at risk. And unfortunately, this was the moment we realised that they didn't all go above the 4mm requirement. See, you've got a 3.2 and a 3.7 here, so we're going to need a plate that comes across here. This is more than likely where the water from the inside has been sitting on the bilges, so quite normal for a boat of this age. We just found a little hole in here. Just covered up with silicone. Could be to blame for part of the leak situation too. So, up onto the deck.
Clean this all down and paint in the epoxy paint. Not this stuff. You want to use like a 2-pack epoxy.
We've had all these leaking problems down here, so the surveyor kindly had a little look and gave us his opinion on where he thought the water would probably be coming in and how to treat that problem too. So luckily they can carry out the welding for this today. But we've got to check if our walls are flammable. That's the expert test.
It's easy testing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't seem to set on fire. So yeah.
So we've got a little bit of welding on the back here that we're trying to sort out now. Well, the chap at the marina. I'm just going to stand in this little back room and make sure that nothing sets on fire, because supposedly it can get really hot. Yeah, we were told polystyrene's the worst, that will go straight up, but luckily we don't have polystyrene in the walls. A fire extinguisher at hand, probably out of date. And I, again, surprise, surprise, don't have a clue, really, at how much smoke is allowed to come in, really, before we've got to sort of give him a shout. Does it look all right still? Okay, so that's the plate done. Now onto the holes. Yeah, they'll be welding 3 of these up too. And then at a later stage, when we know where we want them, we'll put some new ones in. So onto the one in the store cupboard in the kitchen. And this is a bit silly, really. We were just watching him do this for ages and didn't realise that there was actually polystyrene on the right here. Can you see? And the left. So this could have gone up any second, really, but we're just watching. Yeah, we still haven't realised. Oh, can you stop 2 seconds? We just found some polystyrene next to just where you're doing that. About 5 minutes ago. Okay, so this is what the holes look like from the outside before they put the blacking over it. He's left a couple open which are in use, but he was determined to get the ones shut which aren't really in use because they can be quite dangerous. I believe the legal requirement was 7 inches, and when I checked it, ours were about 4. And supposedly on a new build it's going to be going up to about 10 inches, so yeah, be careful guys. The old plate, we never wanted a boat that was plated, really, even though we had the giant one underneath, but if the job's done well, it can be actually better than the original plate. So, and 30 years old, you can't grumble, can you? And then without knowing, this happened. Yeah, the blacking had already begun, guys. It's a little sneak peek of what it's going to look like when it's fully done. And they go right underneath the boat as well, they told us. Not all marinas do that. Blacking is the layer of bitumen paint that has to go on the hull of your boat every 2 to 3 years to protect it from the rust. And I think if you were looking to do this yourself, you only save a couple of £100 max because of the price of the bitumen and the price of the lifting fees. So I think it was the right call to get someone else to do it for the first time. And a huge shout out to Mum and Dad that helped us to pay for the blacking of the boat. That's handy, isn't it? Absolute legends. The old plate there, the hole to the right, you can barely see it, and this little fella too. So what a great job so far. So we're both going to head off for a few days and let them finish this, and we thought they were going to sort our leak issue out too, but